젠지와 담원기아가 맞붙습니다.
기대감이 좀 굉장히 높거든요.
굉장히 또 중요한 게임이라 볼 수 있어요.
이게 돼요?
아니 물로 쫙 빨아들였죠.
젠지 에이스
쇼메이커 한방 제대로 날렸죠.
캐년
담원기아
끝났네요. 이거 끝났네요.
담원기아 진행 간다. 피오 2라운드
지금부터 만나보시죠.
All right, second semifinal match here of round 2. 3-0 landslide for Damwon Kia, and the kryptonite of Genji has been Damwon Kia in these critical matches in the past. Notice in round 1, Genji were able to take them out 2-1, and then in the second round, even with substitutes, Genji were still able to clinch the series 2-1. So 2-0 in regular season. You can see the playoffs here, round 1, Damwon Kia very dominant against Fredit Brion as well. And this was not a surprise to anyone, even though there was a bit of a jinx, and they did end up losing that match to Fredit Brion in regular season. When it mattered most, Damwon Kia showed up big time. And it's very reminiscent of the series we saw with T1 yesterday. A little bit of limit testing, a little bit of Nocturne, very aggressive stuff.
Absolutely, and guys, a huge matchup in the jungle will be Peanut up against Canyon. And this has been big. I mean, Peanut was able to lead Nongshim last year. Now he's joined the super roster of Genji, and he's really taken off once again. He has first in his KDA here in the jungle. There's a lot we can say about Peanut, even first in counter jungling as well. He's been extremely active, and I think he's been also enabled by his lanes. But he's up against the guy who just got a new record of the MVP points, the POG points that we do have. Canyon pulling out all these new picks, even the Nocturne, kind of defining the jungle meta himself instead of just, trying to go back to the Morgana and stuff like that.
But in the mid lane as well, we have Showmaker and Chovy, a matchup in the past that's been so historic. 29-25, Showmaker does lead the charge here when you look as far back as 2018's Kespa Cup. So huge storied matchup here. But it's one of the most difficult ones to define right now because Showmaker has had an off season. A lot of people aren't even putting him at number 3 right now. And Chovy missed a lot of the season. He was sick, he had COVID-19, wasn't able to play, was subbed, then was also pushed to the top lane. And some of these stats that you see for Chovy will be somewhat affected by this because he played less games than Showmaker, for example, but his stats are still absolutely fantastic when he showed up. Some of these stats as well, like his number 1 in solo kills, his KDA, are arguably more impressive, actually, considering how few games he played, in fact, in the dominant wins that they had. So it's a really exciting matchup between these two, because we will see, I think, most people favoring Chovy going into this one just because of his individual performances when we did see him. On the other hand, Showmaker had a fantastic performance, has the widest champion pool right now in the mid lane. Look at his champion pool for the match against Fredit Brion. Pulled out the Twisted Fate, you could argue, draft mistake there from Fredit Brion, but also played Lucian, got early prio, did tons of damage in this game, kill participation up at 70%, and the guy totally owned.
He's kind of insane as we do have Duck Dom up against Ruler down in the bottom side. You can see 16-3 the matchup so far as Duck Dom, again, another one of these players that's actually coming from Nongshim, but now on the other side of the teams here, joining Damwon Kia, a perfect KDA in that match there. He also showed a very wide champion pool himself. He played a hyper carry in the Zeri, and then he went over and just casually played Ziggs, one of the mages that we have here down on the bottom side with an 83% kill participation, which is very high for 80 carries. Very, very good to see. But again, Ruler was able to pull off some heroics of his own, really showing us, I think for the first time, the true power of this lethality Xayah and what it is able to show with, specifically this play, right? The engage that went on to him, he was able to handle that extremely well. He doesn't necessarily play a lot of these mages, but he has shown that he can, just not that he prefers them. Also, one of the players that can actually still pull out the Jhin. We don't really see the Jhin too much anymore, but, and of course, I mean, on a team like this, Gen G, where you have so many superstars, the fact that he does so much with the gold that he's given is truly unbelievable and just outputs so much damage for his team. Ruler versus Duckdom going to be a very important.
Looking for the level 2 classic.
Yep, the level 2 against Doran as Bertle's chasing him down now. Doran makes it into the brush here as there is the chomp. Rem buff active. That's a fantastic pillar as the flash goes forward from both the top laner and the jungle. And
Doesn't want any of that. Showmaker is going to get found.
There's the flash forward. Great knock up there from Peanut as Showmaker still has flash. Is going to use it as Peanut throws out his. So 2 flashes for 1 in both lanes and we've evened it out.
No flashes on top side. Kills for 2 solo laners. Everything perfectly balanced.
Absolutely. That's a great double taunt there from Lehens. They're going for the all-in onto Docdom. In goes Ruler. But Kellen still got full health and Docdom's been lit on fire. He's looking for it. Kellen not going to go for the flash as Lehens looks to be the more juicy target. There's the flash forward. Shield of Daybreak. And that is a 2v2 kill from the Zig.
Ooh, more fighting? Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Canyon just going to drive by as Peanut going to find him. Great little knock up there as Doran did have inside track. Chovy's going to pick up the kill as Bertle has to get out of here. He's in so much trouble.
That's no flash.
Yeah. Does he have quick draw in time is the question. Does it matter is the answer.
To Shen that with his Stand United make it a lot harder.
Yeah. Also flash from Kellen goes absolutely wide here on the bottom side. He just wanted to hide for a second. He was hiding, getting around the wall.
Everyone has been juked by Scuttle.
Yep. That is.
Even if Scuttle doesn't actually juke.
Well, Bertle does have his shield bow now. He's chasing down Doran, doing a fair bit of damage here. Flashes forward, the ulti doesn't work, and he gets the Stand United out of Lehens. So a very interesting rift for our first soul of the series. A lot of damage here onto Kellen, though, as Lehens going to get booped back. Ruler now just chasing down Kellen. The sidestep is great, though. Former teammate maybe in his brain as Realm Warp to come down. Chovy says goodbye, Kellen, but is going to at least get his Zenith Blade off, and Docdom maybe overextended. He's going to flash forward, does not find the satchel charge onto Lehens. And Gen G, beautiful rotation to the bottom lane.
And Gen G is playing this comp out beautifully, so aggressive, always on point, reading the plays from Damwon Kia, but then simultaneously setting up their own. Doran's like, yeah, agreed. Oh, Bertle. Oh no.
Yeah, he does have flash. Great taunt to come through from Lehens, though, as he does get a bunch of shield. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. A lot of damage onto Doran here. Yeah,
Even
they
over
can't give these
Mountain,
up.
I don't think they can.
Well, oh no, Ruler caught out of position. Solar Flare comes down. Can they layer the CC, though? As this Feather's wanting to wait this one out. Kellen's so incredibly low. Showmaker stunning up Chovy, who was just looking for him towards the side as Canyon's going to miss the Drake, and that is actually going to go to the Smite of Lehens.
Across the board.
Well, there's a flash in. Doran looking for Bertle here as collateral damage comes down, misses the Shock Blast, but to the skies is going to do it, and to the Death Chamber goes Bertle. Yeah, that's a double smite.
1400 health, yeah. Unsmiteable. You can see the confidence here from Doran as well, right? As he like flashes just to set the play up.
Yeah.
Gets in range.
Misses the empowered shot.
Looking at the state right now, Showmaker might get picked off here.
Yep, Cataclysm going to be available. Immediately the flash comes out as Everfrost comes down as well. Great gold card as Damwon Kia moved over to the Baron immediately. Leandri Sticks does a lot of Baron damage. And Genji invested a lot to try and get Showmaker. Yes, they get his flash, but Damwon, do they have enough damage to actually take this down? Everyone is so incredibly far away. I think this is just gone.
It's just free. They invested too heavily on bot side.
Oh my god, how many head is that? It's like 16. All right.
Resistances are really bad news. If Genji is able to get it, they're fighting for prio here.
And we actually get there as Ruler. Gonna have to Featherstorm early once again. We saw that did not deter Genji last time around, but that is a lot of damage. Bertle avoiding a lot of it there with the collateral, as they are gonna move on back. I didn't say collateral damage because I felt like I said damage too many times.
That's the key thing. Wonder what Dukdom was going to go next. Thought he was going to go Death Cap, but maybe he wants to go in a different direction as they...
Oh, Minefield's good. Solar Flare doesn't quite get the stuns, but the Mega Inferno Bomb lands onto Lehens. It's going to be very hard for him to utilize that ultimate because he's going to be free food when he gets in there. Ruler does have Featherstorm, Cleanse, and Flash, so he's very scared. Face checking with impunity. Into this composition especially. Oh dear, but Doran's going to get caught out of position. Kellen, can he get in there? Just immediately flashes. The Solar Flare comes down as well. Showmaker not going to waste any time here. Kellen might get taken down, but no. Yeah, it's the ult, and then immediately the teleport towards this bottom side is Damwon Kia. They want an inner turret as well. As Kellen's overlord, that is a fantastic Cataclysm to come through to try and lock him down. They get some flashes, but immediately the trade back. The Jarvan is going to be taken down, and now inner turret under siege. At all. He needs a void staff if he wants to do that. No, he wants more damage to structures. They're going to try and avoid fights.
Someone has to turn, because right now Ruler isn't in the fight yet.
Well, they've got a smite on Showmaker. Can they actually get this one to work? And it is going to be Showmaker that locks it down. Double Spellbook smites for the last couple of objectives. And it's going to be the lockdown onto Lehens as well.
They have a way.
Second Baron for Damwon. Canyon taking a lot of damage there, and inner turret now under fire. Peanut, you can see, just set up as a bodyguard. But the gold card is going to connect. He takes no damage because of a lot of magic resist. But still...
They're corralling them.
Yeah.
You're going to be looking at the Mountain Soul for the rest of the game.
Yep. And it's going to be a lot of avoiding fights, I think, for Damwon Kia from this point onward. Let's have a look at this one more time. It was a great Spellbook smite there from Showmaker to lock that one down. But I think the biggest highlight play was Ruler killing the dragon.
It was. Oh, I was going to say only two, but there's 3 people with resistances, so it's just pretty bad.
Yeah, no, it's just
not good.
It's not good.
Look at Doran's health.
Yeah, Doran actually just takes no damage, but Solar Flare is going to get the flash out. Mega Inferno Bomb sidestep. Very nice DDR here from Doran. Yeah, and so Damwon are going to fight for it. It's taking a lot of damage here as in goes Bertle looking for Chovy. Chovy takes about 0 damage and continues to take 0 damage. Solar Flare goes absolutely nowhere as Canyon wanting to flash into the back of this pit. Kellen has picked up the aggro. It's down very, very low, and Genji have stopped it completely. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. That is a lot of value, and it's going to be secured by Bertle. He didn't even have Spellbook. What the heck is this? And they now get themselves the huge dragon. Chovy, unfortunately, down very, very low. He wants to try and get out with the Realm Warp, and he's going to get on top of Showmaker, but he's got a Zonya's Hourglass. But Ruler doesn't actually care. Brings back the feathers, locks down that kill. Bertle has the Wrath of the Dragon, though, and now Chovy finds himself all alone. And Canyon is now chasing after him. This, ladies and gentlemen, could just be the end of the game, as Chovy is going to get knocked up by the pillar. The dragon needs to get the work done, but Chovy gets that huge shield. Is the exhaust going to be enough is kind of the question.
Run at him, Tron, the run!
Yeah, didn't quite have the damage. However, it does not matter. The Elder Flip comes in the end, and Damwon Kia should win game 1.
Elder Flip to get the game, why not? That's the way to start of a best of 5.
Oh, what? That was
did Bertle get it?
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even have a spellbook. He had no right to get it. However, the game isn't over just yet. Dukdom does a lot of damage to the Nexus.
Wait.
But they still need to go. He goes golden. Does he have enough? The passive, is it going to be there? Yes, it is! He locks it down with about 1 health.
나이스. 3천천히. 제이스 노플. 죽었고. 제이스 노플. 네, 잡았고. 천천히. 여유롭게 하자, 여유롭게.
라인 빨았어.
천천히 하면 되겠다. 홍대. 네, 빠진다. 라이즈. 아래 맞아. 한 거리 맞아. 가는 중. 필. 차야 도공. 평타 한 대만. 잡았어. 이거 미드 갈게. 미드 가면 끝나겠다. 가자.
아,
펜
예,
15초.
살짝 맞다.
펜 15초가 몸 많이 약해.
나 직스야 직스야.
잡을 수 있어.
몸 대줘 그냥.
아, 잡은 거 같아.
잡을 수 있어 건 거야?
잡을 때.
잡았어. 못 잡나?
그러면 죽으면 안 돼.
죽지 말고 그냥 와.
펜 5초.
이거
우리
나 직스라 나
나
직스야.
위에 거부터 칠게.
위에 거부터.
나 초식에 있어.
W 아래 거에 써라.
쉔 조갈 풀린다. 각 걸려.
아,
쉔 조갈 풀대.
저 타워 쳐줘.
아 끝나긴 할 듯.
타워 칠게.
싸우자.
사오제.
아, 잡자.
타워 칠게.
타워
타워 칠게.
아, 미안.
아이고. 아이고.
아, 미안.
제발. 평타.
나이스.
와우. 와, 나 진짜 딱 돌았어.
배고파.